Hey everyone, it's Kristen and welcome to my channel. So today's video is going to be all about downtown St. Augustine and my personal favorite things to do while I'm there. I just recently went and I gotta tell you guys, I love it. It's so cute. It's got to be my favorite old city in the United States. It's just so cute. It has so much charm, so much history, and I cannot wait to tell you guys about it. I'm gonna be giving you guys a list of 5 things today. Now this particular list is for all the things very close to downtown St. Augustine. Okay, we're not going a mile away, not even a mile away. We're just staying in this short, small little area. And I want to add that these are not in any particular order. So number 1 does not mean the best. Number 5 does not mean the worst. They're all awesome. You gotta check them out. So without further ado, these are my top 5 favorite things to do in downtown St. Augustine within walking distance of each other. All right, so number 1 on the list is the Lightner Museum. This is a beautiful place to go and visit, especially if you want to get some really nice picturesque photographs for your Instagram. You'll go through the middle to this lovely courtyard. There's like a little pond and a bridge and all sorts of stuff around the courtyard that you can check out. And for those of you who don't know, the Lightner Museum is actually the former Alcazar Hotel. It was built in 1888 by Henry Flagler, but it closed during the Depression, and then the resort hotel was transformed into a beautiful museum of art and artifacts later in 1948, and that is basically what we enjoy to this day. The Lightner Museum is open for guests to come and view all of these wonderful artifacts and really just check out everything it has to offer. And it was really fun to go and read all of the plaques around the museum. It showed all of the history, so if you're a big history buff and you want to read while you're on your trip, this would be a really good place to stop and take in the history around you. Moving on to number 2, this has got to be Flagler College. Another beautiful, beautiful spot, and another place that was a former hotel. Believe it or not, I'm telling you the truth. This used to be the home of the Ponce de Leon Hotel, built in 1887, but now it's a private 4-year college. And when we were walking around, I didn't expect to see college students with their backpacks and talking to their friends, but that was the case. There are college students everywhere because this is a real up and running college. You can go and take a look at some of the more beautiful spots right as you enter the college, take a little walking tour, and just really try to take in the history of the hotel. Now there are certain parts of Flagler College that are closed to the public, like the dining room, but that's just because the kids at the college go there and they're eating, just living their normal day lives. So yeah, you won't be able to go to certain parts of Flagler College, but it's just a beautiful place to go and see, and again, taking all that history around you. All right, number 3, you're going to want to stop and take a ride on the trolleys. They are so cute, you guys. Look at this video. I mean, it's just absolutely adorable. It takes you all around downtown St. Augustine. You can take in the 2 sites that I've just told you about, the Lightner Museum and Flagler College, and a million other things. Now, as soon as you arrive in St. Augustine, you're going to want to figure out what time these trolleys leave, how long the tours last, how much they cost, and you can do this. You can do this right at the ticket booths in downtown, or just ask your travel planner and they'll give you this kind of information. I know when we were there, one of the ticket booth guys said that the last trolley was leaving around 4:30 p.m. And I believe he said it would get back around 6, so that's like an hour and a half. So if this is not something that you have planned beforehand, you might not want to wait until the end of the day and then you're completely out of luck and can't go on the trolley tour. That would be no fun at all. But yeah, this is such a cool, unique experience that you do not want to miss out on. Moving on to number 4, we're gonna be talking about exploring St. George Street. You guys, this is the most adorable pedestrian street I have ever seen. It's kind of compact, but there are cute little restaurants, shops, bars, churches, shrines, pretty much anything you can think of, it is there. Now, when we got there, I have to admit, we were pretty hungry, so we wanted to stop at one of the first places that we saw, and just happened to be Cafe del Hidalgo. It was so delicious. I got a salad with prosciutto, and I love prosciutto. If you're a fan, you have to try this salad. It was delicious. I've never had prosciutto on a salad before, but it was so good. So good. My husband ended up getting a pretty basic turkey sandwich, but he said that overall it was very delicious. And then we got a PB&J for our baby, and I think he liked it for the most part, but I do wish they had used the same bread as they used for my husband for my 1-year-old, because the bread was a little bit too thick for him, but overall he just, ate the peanut butter off of the sandwich and he was as happy as he could be. So what is there to complain about? I say nothing. If it is a hot day like it was when we went, you're going to want to stop and try some of this delicious gelato. It will be so worth it. Now, there are many other places to eat besides Cafe del Hidalgo, but I do recommend that place just because we went and had a great experience. But there was another restaurant that was recommended to me by a friend called Harry's, so we'll have to try it next time. If you've tried it before, let us know in the comments how you like it. And if you tried any other restaurants, let us know how you like those too. And while you're exploring St. George Street, you've also got to stop at the oldest wooden schoolhouse. It was built over 200 years ago. Oh my goodness, this was the cutest thing that we happened upon. I had forgotten that it was here on St. George Street, but it is here and it is so cool to witness this piece of history. And lastly, at number 5, we're going to be talking about the Castillo de San Marcos monument. Wow, this place is so cool. This might have been my favorite attraction in downtown St. Augustine. This monument is right on the water, overlooking the bridges and the boats. And my friends, let me tell you, this monument is over 300 years old. 300 years old. Which makes it the oldest structure in St. Augustine. Construction took over 23 years to build this monument. And let me tell you, it was well worth it. Now we get to enjoy it 300 years later, going to visit, taking in all the history just like those other places. I mean, really, you guys, downtown St. Augustine is jam-packed with history. And just like the Lightner Museum, there are signs and plaques all over, so you can check out and learn and read about the more in-depth history of this beautiful monument. Okay, let's recap on our top 5 favorite things to do in downtown St. Augustine. Number 1, Lightner Museum. Number 2, Flagler College. Number 3, riding on one of the trolleys. Number 4, exploring St. George Street. Number 5, the Castillo de San Marcos monument. All in all, we had a wonderful trip to downtown St. Augustine, and I will recommend it to every person I know from here on out. I love it that much. So hopefully that was helpful in planning your trip. So now I want to know, what are your favorite things to do in downtown St. Augustine? I know our list might differ just a little bit. Let me know in the comments and I'll be sure to try them out next time, because we are definitely going back. A big thank you to everybody who's watched today's video. And if you want more travel videos, you know what to do. From my heart to yours, this has been Kristen Expedition.